Alright, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here, getting ready for another Final Fantasy XIV video. Today we're going to be tanking the Chrysalis, and we are already getting ready to go here. Got quite a few people from our free company today, including Cassie Bell, Rumor Tally, and the one and only Famriel Rosepetal, who actually has his own YouTube channel on YouTube, which you should definitely check out. If you are on YouTube looking at Final Fantasy stuff, then you probably have already found his channel, like I did even before I joined this free company, and it's great content over there, so make sure you check it out. I actually don't even know if he knows that I'm doing this for a YouTube video or not, but he decided to come along, so that's really cool. So for this trial, it's actually one of the first trials that has some relatively difficult mechanics if you're not aware of the types of trials that they could be, or the type of mechanics that could be thrown at you. So in this one, he's going to be spawning different types of orbs, and you want to be collecting them up in opposites. So basically you want to get a black orb, and then a red orb, and then a black orb, because it messes with your vulnerability. And the red orbs increase your magic vulnerability, while the black orbs increase your physical vulnerability. As well as these shadow sprites will be spawning from time to time. And people want to grab the shadow sprites and face them away from the center of the room, just to stop them from sending out a large AoE across the center of the room. Basically, you just face them away, and you know, it'll be easier to dodge, essentially. I popped Convalescence very early there because I mistimed when that damage ability was going to go out, but it's okay. Whoops, I totally whiffed on my Circle of Scorn as well, which is just great. But we're doing alright. I don't think this trial is relatively tough, as long as you just focus on your fundamentals and have a decent idea of what the mechanics are going to be. The boss has the ability to cast spells such as double and triple, which essentially double and triple his damage, so you want to kind of keep an eye out on that kind of thing as well. Mostly if you're a healer, because if you're a healer, you're probably going to be spending some time doing some damage. See, he just cast triple there, so now his spells are going to do triple damage, so we can actually use like a cooldown to lessen the damage. See, he cast triple, we took almost no damage there. We took a bit more damage than I expected, but Sentinel definitely helps out. And he's going to be bouncing around the room casting AoEs like this, and all you got to do is just chase him around. Again, face him away from the party, and then he'll run away again. Get out of the AoE. And also you can use Sprint now. Guys, don't be afraid to use Sprint if you're playing in Stormblood, because it no longer uses all of your TP. So if you're a melee damage dealer, you can sprint wherever you want, and you'll be totally okay. So here we actually took like a very decent amount of damage, so we're going to use another defensive cooldown. I probably should have been a little more ready for that, but we're good. And he's going to be repeating this mechanic over again. So we can use Sprint again to help us run around and collect some of this stuff, and grab these shadow sprites and face them away from the center of the room, so it's very easy to dodge. And there we go. Technically the tanks are probably best suited for that kind of thing. And if you're gonna double up on some vulnerability, if you're a tank, it's not a big deal, so don't be too worried about that kind of thing. It's better to not let the orbs make it to the boss, because the more orbs that hit him in the center, the more damage his big AoE attack is going to be once he lets it off. But if you stop all of them from getting there, then, you know, you're going to be fine. So there we go. We can see that's how much damage we took. And we're getting close to the last part of the fight here. Again, just using our basic combo. The more of these videos I make, the more I realize how very basic the Paladin rotation is at level 50. Because there's only so many times you can say, alright, use, you know, Fast Blade into Savage Blade into Rage of Halone. At least at level 60, you have more options available to you. You can actually go into like damage dealing mode rather than tanking mode and stuff like that. So here is where we all get teleported to another section of the map. And this is where the mechanics are going to shift up a bit. And it's important to know what's going on here, because if nobody knows, then there actually could be too much damage to deal with, and you might wipe here. Essentially, though, the tank wants to stand in these areas and let the meteor land on them. There's going to be a number of different areas. It doesn't have to be the tank. You can see there, a couple other people are doing it. As long as the meteor lands on a party member, then you will be okay. And essentially, you just want to make sure that you're able to stand in there. Okay, he's going over there, so I'm going to... Alright, we've already killed the thing we needed to kill, and it was basically no big deal. And it's because somebody used the limit break on the... I was going to call it the nail. It's not a nail, but it's effectively the same kind of thing. You kill it as fast as you can. If you don't kill it in time, then the whole party wipes, basically. And that's it. We're just going to DPS this guy down until there's nothing left. And that's going to do it. So it's not too difficult. You know, like I said, as long as you have a basic idea of what's going on. And even if you don't, if you recognize, you know, the telltale signs of the mechanics, then you're going to be okay as well. So... You know, those of you who haven't done this trial yet, I'm sure you're going to be totally fine. Especially after watching at least somebody do it. GG. And we'll give the commendation to one of the healers here. And that's going to do it. So big thank you to Rumor, Cassie, and Thamriel for joining me for today's video. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that. I hope you guys, the viewers, have enjoyed the video and learned a little something about it. We will be coming back with this trial as the healer on Thursday, so stay tuned for that, so you can see it from a different perspective. And that's going to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much, and remember, for more Final Fantasy content coming all week, so stay tuned for that stuff, and we'll see you next time.